Why did we need this review, this fan-led review into football? What was going wrong?
Well, it's been needed for a long time. If you look at how successful our game is, it's our national game. We invented football. The Premier League is the envy of the world. There are billions of pounds going through the game, but actually, recent examples of clubs like Bury, Oldham, Derby, they have all hit real troubles because of poor ownership, unscrupulous owners who haven't really got the same investment in the clubs as the communities and supporters. So something was going badly wrong, and it was high time that we got this independent regulator to make sure that clubs are owned and run in future for the interests of the fans in a sustainable and responsible way.
And just looking at some of the things that would be looked at are to re-examine the 1985 law that bans alcohol during games. Is that wise?
Well, it's always been a bit of an odd one, to be honest, because I can actually go and have a pint in the ground, but in the stands behind the pitch, but I can't take it out into the seats and where I would watch the game. And it's always seemed to me a bit of an odd situation because it doesn't apply in other sports. And actually, I think it is probably indicative of a fairly negative and hostile attitude towards football supporters that was around in the 1980s. The game has moved on dramatically since then. I think it's certainly a wise move to have a look at whether we need these rules in the 21st century.
The biggest issue in football for fans, the cost of tickets. What do we do about that?
Well, we've got to make sure that the game is run for the benefit of the fans. And I think that one of the main things that this new regulator will be able to do is ensure that clubs are run in a sustainable and responsible way in future, that new owners will have to provide credible business plans, that supporters will actually have a say in how their clubs are run in future, because it is our national game. It is something that everyone should have the opportunity to enjoy and participate in, go and see their local teams. And, you know, if you look at going to see a Premier League game with a family of four now, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of pounds to do that. And that is actually out of reach of so many people.
Now, you are captain of the MP's football team. Now, politicians have many talents. Can't imagine they're that good at football. Am I being unfair? Who do you play? Are you any good?
Well, obviously, I'm the best player in the team, but it is a very low bar. We mainly play good causes or organisations who we want to highlight the work of. We also have a regular match against the lobby, the journalists, which is a little spicier, shall we say. But I think the age profile of the team is probably not one where you would expect us to be rushing around the pitch like the Premier League stars. So we do our best. We try and highlight the good causes and issues that the teams we're playing against want to highlight. And it's a good way of just getting to know some colleagues as well, because exercise is really important, and it's good to have that kind of opportunity here in Parliament.
And finally, the government's also looking, as part of this review, into women's football in England, how to create a level playing field. It's overdue, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that the Women's Review hasn't been announced exactly what it's going to look at or who's going to chair it, but it does need to take place. I think women's football has come on leaps and bounds in recent years, but there are still a lot of things that need to be looked at. So, you know, I know some of my kids have played in mixed teams up to a certain age, but some of those girls haven't actually gone on to play any further because there haven't been the same opportunities that the boys have had. And I think that's really sad. So there are, I think, a lot more things we can do to increase participation for women and young girls.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.